Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na. Makes you wanna go.
Hey, Nikki G, how are you today?
Hype as always. How are you?
It's a day. Whew, I'm glad to get through it. Thank you, Jesus. That's all I gotta say.
Inside stuff.
Inside stuff. But thank you for joining.
Sure.
And everyone watching out there, thank you for stopping by to watch us here on Gab with Goldnbronze. We do appreciate it. Now let's just jump right into it. This is the time of year that a lot of people go shopping, and we are doing safety tips while shopping and parking. And what stirred me to do this topic is I went shopping a week ago, and I actually like to park my car way out in no man's land and walk because I like to get that exercise. I've become a little sedentary, so every chance I get to exercise, I do. But when I came back to my car, there was a car parked really close to me. And I thought, there's 1,500 parking spaces between the store and where I parked. And this car chose to park right next to me. So I thought, nah, I'm not going to go to the car just yet. I'm going to walk around some more. And I did for quite a long time till that car left. So I thought this would be a good topic because I don't think they care if it is woman snatch or whatever they call it. They don't too much care about age. It depends on what they're snatching you for, your body parts or other things. So I think that it's important that females talk about safety when shopping and when you're parking. So maybe it's not such a wise idea for me to park way out to the end of the parking lot during certain times of the year. We need to stay aware, keep your belongings close, and be mindful of your surroundings. Avoid distractions like using your cell phone while you're walking to your car. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's one of my safety tips.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you about that particular incident that happened with you.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a car on the opposite side of you or just on the driver's side?
Just on the driver's side.
Yeah, that's very suspicious. That's very suspicious. I'm glad that you're okay. I'm glad that it happened to you. Well, I also had an incident, and I was in the mall with my significant other. We went to a store. We bought some expensive perfume. He paid cash for it. So we walk out, and we're walking. We just kind of randomly said, "Oh, we're going to walk down here." Then we decided we're going to walk this way. We went down the escalator. We walked all the way to the end of the mall, and he kept kind of shifting me from time to time. And he told me when we got to the end of when we were about to exit, he said there was a woman following us all the way from that store everywhere we went. And she pretended to be on the telephone. Mm-hmm. Or maybe she was calling someone to say, here comes someone you can grab. Mm-hmm. And my bag was on the outside of me. Right. She could have just grabbed it and kept going. Right. But I wasn't paying attention. I'm glad he was paying attention. Because she probably would have taken my purse, my bag, and everything. She could have taken it and got cash for it because he paid cash for it.
Right,
so,
exactly.
You have to be very aware when you're walking with your bags in stores, even at night. Even at night. It's live. It's TV. It's live. I've got little people running around out there.
And it always happens, right, when you're on TV.
Yeah. So that's one of the things. Just be very aware of your surroundings, even when you're walking in the store, any time of the year. Especially, women, we tend to be kind of vulnerable and distracted because we're looking at all the pretty things and all that. You have to be very aware of your surroundings and who's around you.
Yeah, I'm glad that she didn't get away with that and that your guy was, protecting you from that. That was one of the other things I was going to mention is securing your valuables, to always carry minimal cash and keep the wallets or purses zipped and close to your body, which is apparently what you were doing, and he was keeping you close to him and moving from side to side, so she would have to shift as well.
Right.
Obviously, if that's what her intent was. But we also need to avoid crowded areas, and I imagine it was crowded in that mall. We need to try to pick less busy times to shop to reduce the risk of theft and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I think it was right after Black Friday.
Yeah.
So, it was less busy than the day before, but it was still very busy. And it's a big mall. So, here it also says to shop during daylight hours whenever possible. If you must shop at night, go with a friend or a family member.
Right.
The buddy system's always good.
Right. And report suspicious activity. If you notice anything suspicious, like your fiance, report that person to security if you can. Because chances are, if they miss that opportunity with you, they're going to try it with the next suspecting customer.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's see here. Avoid wearing expensive jewelry. Don't be so flashy because you look like a target.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And always be attentive. Don't walk with your cell phone in your hand looking down, texting or doing anything on your phone. And if you're talking on the phone, try to use a headset or earbuds and keep your phone in your pocket or your purse. Right. But as long as you can hear the person and be aware of your surroundings while you're walking. But if you cannot be on the phone when you're in crowded spaces, because that is a distraction, it is advisable to not be on the phone while you're out and about shopping. Yeah.
I thought about something you said a minute ago about carrying your bag close to you. I have a little antidote. My mother was teeny tiny, and she was older at the time, probably in her maybe 70 or so. And she would carry her bag down by her side where anyone can go by and just snatch it out of her hand. When we're walking in the parking lot, I said, Mom, you need to hold that close to you, put it up. Oh, no one's going to take it from me. I said, oh, you're going to tackle a man and take your purse back. So she was kind of oblivious, like, they're not going to bother me. But you have to keep your purse. Maybe a crossbody bag is good. That way, taking it off of your person or out of your hand is going to be very difficult, if not impossible to do.
Yes, and comment about that, but we'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you for coming back to Gab with Goldnbronze. So, Mickey G, my comment that I was going to make is about the crossbody purse. I just started buying more of those again because I usually carry the purse, the Coach bag, right. Where you either have to put it up here on your shoulder, but that's easier for someone to just snatch off and jerk your arm away. So I've been trying to be more cognizant of when I'm going shopping to transfer just the things that I need, the keys, the wallet, the things like that, into a crossbody bag just when I go shopping. So that's very good information. Yeah. Usually those are smaller bags, and my purse is larger. I have everything but the kitchen sink in it.
Mine too.
Makeup, ink pens, wallet, you name
it. Hand sanitizer, brush, all of that.
Yeah. But when I'm going shopping, I do switch to the little small crossbody bag and just take what I need. Yep.
Something I was going to tell you about the crossbody bag. If at all, if let's say you're wearing a blazer, it'd be nice to put your crossbody bag under your blazer.
That's right.
And put a blazer over so someone's not snatching or cutting or whatever.
Right.
Your bag is further secures it, holding it close to your body.
That's a great idea. Everybody try to wear a blazer or a sweater or a coat, even anything, any cover up over the crossbody bag.
Right.
Yeah. And do we have any recommendations for the men? Like, they do pickpocket. Men used to carry their wallet in the back pocket. I know my dad did, but what do they do now?
Sometimes they put it in the front. Hopefully they put it in the front, or they might put it in a jacket, inside or something like that. Or some people wear fanny packs.
Yes.
But, if someone can release it from the back, you'd have to wear something over it, kind of like we're talking about with the crossbody. Mm-hmm. If they wore a fanny pack, put it through their belt loops and kept the cash in the front, and wear a jacket. That might be a
That's
way.
good information for the guys because they'll take your money too.
Yeah, they sure
Well,
will. They
we
sure
talked
will.
about safety when shopping. Let's talk about parking safety and preventing potential abduction. And that's what I was talking about
Yes.
on opening. Being vigilant while parking and returning to your vehicle can significantly reduce the risk of abduction or other dangers for that matter. And here are some key safety tips. And believe it or not, there's more concern for women of all ages and children when it comes to going to the parking lot. Because a lot of people will be shopping and they'll say, well, let me go put this in the car. Or they'll send a teenager to go put something in the trunk for them. And you're not being aware of what's around you because you're trying to get back to your mom or your friends or whatever.
Right.
So you need to choose a safe location and park in well-lit, populated areas. I made the mistake, as I said, of parking way out. All like it was no cars out there, but that's because I like to walk. And
Right.
even at my job, I would park way out, Nikki G, before I started paying for a paid stall and walk, And people would always say, why do you park so far out? Well, that's a way for me to get exercise, especially if I get in the job and I'm sitting down all day. So you need to park in well-lit, populated areas, and preferably if you're a female, near entrance. And then let me tell you what else I do now is I find the security cameras in the parking lot and I park near the security cameras, or even sometimes they have those police
Right.
things.
Police stand.
I'll park right by it if I
Right.
can, or within eyes view of it. Yes.
Yeah. Further, you could, if you feel unsafe in certain circumstances, maybe
Right.
not at a mall, have a security guard walk you to your car.
Yes.
And don't put your bags in the car and then leave it. Someone seeing what you're putting in the trunk, they can break your window, pop your trunk, and they're gone with your merchandise.
And a lot of people do that. They
Yeah.
do. They honestly say, "Oh, let me go take these bags to the car and I come back in," because they're too tired of carrying all the bags. Yeah.
Or your handbag. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
going to put the big handbag in here. I'll just carry my wallet or
I've
whatever.
done that too, unfortunately.
You have to do that at home or someplace far away from where you're going if you're going to put your purse in the trunk. Just don't do it there because people
Right.
are watching you.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Be extra careful if you do carry a wallet or purse. They're prime targets of criminals in crowded shopping areas. And something else you said to me. You were talking about sending your teenagers to the car. Don't get so caught up in shopping that you don't know where your children are. Keep your children with you. Keep them close. Don't send them to the restroom by themselves. Don't send them into a store by themselves because there are human traffickers who are looking for these young people, and they don't care whose child it is.
And
So
sometimes they're females that help them to do it.
So be aware of your children. Don't just let them roam away. If they're bigger teenagers and there's 2 or 3 of them together, because there's safety in numbers, let them go together. But don't get so distracted and caught up in shopping that you're not even looking behind you. I've seen little children just running amok.
I know, me
stores
too.
And leaving their mom in a department store. They're all under the clothes and all those things. And where are their parents? So someone could grab them when they're out of your sight. So please be careful with that.
That's true. That's true. And so when you're parking your cars in the parking lots, you want to not park close to large vehicles, vans, trucks, things that obstruct the visibility from the front doors of, like, say, malls, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to get boxed in by two bigger vehicles than the one that you're driving. And always, I'm going to say this again, stay away from secluded, dark, non-visible or invisible areas where people can't really see you, let alone your car, like around corners or, in alleys or in big areas where cars are blocking. Try to stay away from that as well.
Yeah. Bad things happen in the dark and bad things happen in seclusion. And bad things happen when you're not protected, when you're by yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
always be aware of your surroundings, day or night. Be aware of your surroundings.
And I've had times when, Mickey G, that I would just park and hurriedly get out of the car
Yeah.
and not pay attention to where I park. And I'm at a big old mall. And then I'm like, dang, which door did I come in? I've done that before. And where did I park? But now I am more aware of where I park. I look for markers.
Right.
I look for parking spot locating numbers. You know how to say aisle 10 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go in the store, did I come in where the furniture is, the boys department? I pay attention to what when I first enter. What door did I come in?
Right.
I took some parking in just one moment. All right. Thank you for returning to Gab with Goldnbronze.
Well, there's another tip. Avoid overloading yourself with packages. It is important to have clear visibility and freedom of motion to avoid mishaps.
Yes.
You don't want to trip and fall. You don't want to block your view if someone's around you. You don't want to have so much going on that you can't pay attention to what you're carrying. Someone can snatch it, et cetera, et cetera.
You don't want to be in a situation where you drop packages and now you got to stoop down and pick it up or set everything down to reposition the packages. That gives somebody an opportunity to either grab the packages or you or both. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very important.
Avoid all of that. There's another one that's I think is good any time of year, but beware of strangers approaching you for any reason. At this time of year and any others, con artists may try various methods of distracting you with the intention of taking your money or belongings or getting you to do something.
And I make this oil. Would you? I've had this happen to me. And I'm busy doing what I'm doing, and they're over here just bothering me. Why don't you try to sniff the oil, see if you like it? And I'm like, no, I'm not interested. Come on. You look like a lady that would like some nice smelling oil. So then I start looking around. Is there somebody on the other side of me or behind me? Because he's so busy trying to distract me to get me to smell this oil that he made. Stuff like that. Or they're selling CDs because they made their own music. And, you know, if you take out your purse or wallet to buy one, then you might end up without a purse or a wallet. Stuff like that. Those are good points, Mickey G.
Yeah. It's a shame you have to be that vigilant about things like that. If you just want to, you know, buy someone's CD, etc. But then if someone's offering you to sniff something, they don't have a kiosk in the mall. That might be something, some knockout
totally
stuff.
Different. Yeah.
Totally
but I've had that
thing.
happen. Like, would you like to buy this oil? You know how people make their own oils and stuff, man? Right. And then they want you to smell it. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested, you know? Yeah. So another key thing to be aware of is when you're returning to your vehicle, have your keys ready. Have them in your hand. Avoid fumbling for your keys in your purse or your pocket or anything like that. Have your finger on the trigger and then get in the car and lock it as soon as you get in the car.
That's right. That's right. That's a good one. And, you know, I was thinking, I guess it depends on where I am. When I approach my car, it lights up. So I like to, if I can, walk around my car, make sure it's clear, and get in my car and shut the door. If I feel safe enough to do that, because there might be someone under the car next to me. There could be someone in front of my car. There could be someone behind my car. And depending on which way I approach the car, you know, there could be someone lurking and wait for me. So
that was my next one, to inspect the area around and inside your vehicle, including the back seat, even when you get in the car, because sometimes they know how to jimmy the locks, even though you have it locked. Yeah. Or as you mentioned before, release the trunk and get in the trunk. If you're not putting anything in the trunk, you have to make sure that those things are secure and safe before you even unlock the door. But the point that you made is that's good to do if it's daylight. But if it's sunset or night, that's not a safe thing to do unless you're in a well-lit area or near a security camera or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Only if you feel that it's safe to do that, but I wouldn't just go walking around the car and it's dark. just get in. So that's a good point. Yeah.
But in the daytime, I do that, Mickey. Like,
oh yeah,
I may put my stuff in the car and still close the door and walk around it. And I know people have noticed me doing that, and pop my trunk, even if I don't have anything to put in it. Yeah. I have that remote that'll pop it way from the store to the car, right? Except I won't do that. Wait as I get close to it, pop it, and I'll walk around the back, make sure nobody's in the trunk, let it down, and then I go over to the driver's side. This in the daytime, not the driver's side, the passenger side. In the daytime, and while I'm driving around to the passenger side, I'm looking. They tell you to look at your doorknobs to make sure they haven't put dollar bills laced with drugs that will knock you out, or any tie-ups. Sometimes they put the tie-ups, those things on your doorknob. I do that and walk around the front, and then I get in. But by that time, I have cased around the whole car non-suspiciously, because I pop the trunk, then I let it down. No one knows if I was going to put anything in it. Then I walk around to the passenger side, check the doors, and I have 4 doors. It's a 4-door car, so I check the doors. Then I go around the front and then get in. As soon as I get in, I lock it, right? And I try not to sit there and mess with my phone or do anything, because just because you're in the car, ladies, with the door locked doesn't mean you're safe.
Right.
Someone can still approach your car, break the glass, or put a gun up to it or whatever. Right. So once you get in the car, get away, drive off.
Right. And even when you're driving off, make sure no one's following you. Yes. If it looks as if someone's following you, kind of weave around a little bit, drive some odd places, but stay in populated areas. I have driven to the police station. When I felt that someone was following me and something didn't feel safe, or go to a place where there's a lot of people. So make sure no one's following you when you drive. Don't just drive home willy-nilly like, just listen to my music. Just pay attention to your surroundings, ladies. It's so very important.
And speaking of that, Mickey, they say even if a police officer pulls your car over, or especially if it's an unmarked car, to drive to a lit area. If not a police station, if there's a police station by, they say just drive to that. But if not, go to a populated, lighted area, and then let the cop give you a ticket if he is one. If he's not one, he's not going to pull over into that well-populated lit area. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be careful with that too, because they'll say you're fleeing or whatever. If you can get to a lighted place, if you can get to a lighted place, that is very, very good advice, because we're so vulnerable. And it's sad that we have to have these conversations about protecting ourselves, but you have to protect yourself, because if you don't, the predators are waiting. Right. And that's, your mom grew up in an era where they didn't have to worry too much about purse snatching. I was thinking about, you said it's twice or 3 times. It's sad that we live in a time that we have to do this. And those are the times that we're living in. And our parents didn't. So they're not as cognizant about safety as we are. My mom will sometimes sleep with her door unlocked and say, nothing ever happens in this neighborhood. Are you kidding me?
We did too. We slept on the floor. We made pallets on the floor.
I'm talking about now.
Yeah, not now. But back in the day, we could kind of do it, but not now.
We will be right back in a moment. All right. Thank you for coming back. So we talked about, not parking in areas away from the doors and things like that, and being vigilant. We talked about not being on the cell phone and keeping your attention focused on your surroundings to avoid distractions. And one of the things we haven't talked about, we talked about circling your car in the daytime to make sure there's no objects on the doors, or like sometimes I put money on the windshield so that you'll get out and get the money, just leave the money there. But if you feel threatened and you get to your car or you're out shopping, make a lot of noise. Don't be afraid. Shout. Use a personal alarm. Honk your horn. Draw attention. If someone is trying to grab you, scream, yell, kick. Do whatever you have to do so that people can see that you're not going along with them consensually, that you are being forced into that situation. And usually there's somebody that will come to your rescue.
Yeah.
Try to do that.
Yeah, there's some personal alarms. I bought some for some ladies that I was mentoring, and you just pull a pin and it's this siren that goes off. So if you can have something like that on you, just have it in your hand with you when you're walking. If you feel threatened, pull that pin.
I used to have one of them, and it would come loose in my purse and start making loud noises, scare the crap out of me. And I don't know what happened to it, but I think I'm gonna buy me another one of those. I'm gonna go online because they are very loud. Like
yeah, they're very loud. Mine went off in my purse and I couldn't find it.
Right, I was just like, oh my god.
Just so, but if you can have it in your hand when you're walking in a parking lot, even if you feel foolish, like maybe it's nothing, just pull it anyway because it might be something.
And speaking of that, that's even handy to have, which I've used coming home at my front door, or in at night. Yeah. It will be in my hand until I get the front door open. Say like somebody dropped me off, gave me a ride, brought me home. Now I'm walking to my front door. I would have that in my hand. So that's good. And if you're out and about and you're making all this noise and you're trying to create a scene and nobody seems to be interested in helping you, because that can happen too, try to run and seek shelter in a crowded area. Don't go to a secure area, an isolated area. Try to run to a crowded area where he would have to, or she, really look around to try to find you in the crowd. And then find a store or mall security office. A lot of times when you first go in, it's good if you could spot that up front where the security office is, and then go do your shopping and stuff like that in the event that you need some help. And not be afraid. If you have your phone, you can always call 911.
Yeah, and on many of the phones, it has the emergency on your cell phone. You don't even have to do the code. You can just hit emergency. Right. And it'll take you straight to emergency personnel. That was a good idea about parking near security. Wherever the security office is in the mall, park your car in that area. So when you come out, you can go right back in to security and tell them something doesn't seem right. There was this person, they looked like this and that. And, I want you to check it out or walk me to my car or something like that. I think that's really smart.
So Mickey G, like, if it's a mall that we frequent often, that would be something you only have to find it once. Right. And then every time you go to that mall or that store, you know where to park your car. That also helps you remember where to park, because you park the same. I try to do that. If I go to Walmart, I park in the same spot. If I go to the mall, I park in the same area. It might not be the same spot, but I'm not one of those that'll choose a different part of the mall area to park. I always go to the same spot to do that. And then we will be right back in just a moment, everybody.
We can keep talking about it.
Oh, okay.
This is ride it out.
Okay. Well, so we talked about awareness and quick thinking to be your best attributes to stay on the defensive, unfortunately, when you're out shopping, to avoid potential dangers in parking areas. Always lock your car. Ensure all of the doors and windows are securely locked when leaving and returning. Hide valuables. My co-host said don't put them in the trunk. So it's best to leave them at home. Don't take any valuables with you. Wear a crossbody purse. Stay alert when returning to your car. And not only that, to your home, because of lately, they have people that will follow you home from the malls and from the banks and rob you as soon as you get out of your car, and you'll be lucky if they don't shoot you, unfortunately. Yeah. And she also mentioned that it's smart to travel in groups. So if you want to go shopping, ask a girlfriend or two, hey, let's go do some shopping, and try to do that regularly if you can. Prioritize awareness and preparation to ensure your safety while shopping and parking. And those are tips for men as well, men, women, and children. We want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to what we're gabbing about on Gab with Gold and Bronze. We really do appreciate it. And I promise you, If you come back here tomorrow, which I hope that you do, we will have a different, interesting topic, if not an interesting guest. So come back. We'll be here. See you then. And thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye.